What's up, everybody? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African Superstar. I'm bringing you a changing the narrative that I want to talk about. I first want to acknowledge the Afrikan Superstar family for your undying support. I really appreciate it. Big shout outs to Dinah Samir, Eat Love Migrate, Nappy Briggs, Woda Maya, Search for a Huru, Back to Africa, Africa to the World, and any other person that has been promoting and supporting your girl. You are recognized in this moment. Today's changing the narrative is, I do not owe any apologies for promoting my people. I had a long conversation actually last night about my platform. You know, there seems to be some people that are very concerned about the message that I have. They are concerned that it's not inclusive. They are concerned that it's too bold, it's too radical, it's too controversial. And, you know, that person was kind of encouraging me to be more politically correct and be a little bit more censored in a way. And I wanted to put this changing the narrative out because I just want to state for the record. I have always told you guys, but I want to state it again for maybe some new viewers. This is a tailored message, okay? This is a tailored message for a select group of people. I do this out of passion. I do this out of love. I do not do this out of obligation. I do not do this for money. I do not do this for fame or notoriety. I don't do it to be a friend to everyone. I have a voice and I have an opinion that I believe is designated to a unique sect of people. And that is who I'm talking to. And I don't care if my channel grows to maybe 10,000 people and it stops. I don't need to be on BET or MTV or whatever. I don't need to be a reality star and, be an international public figure. That is not what this is about for me. Okay. I wanted to be clear and let you know that I'm not necessarily motivated by those type of things. Those things do not impact me. And I want to encourage you guys, as always, to know that you always have a voice and a say in the matter. I thank God for this time. I used to feel so uncomfortable in this time because I've always had this type of perspective, and I've been in environments where a lot of people do not share these mentalities and those similar ideas of Gina, tone it down, Gina, oh, that's not right, that's not. I think that Black people are inherently tolerant. I think that is the way that we are groomed. I think that's the way we're brought up, to just endure what life has given us and just to be quiet and just to take it in. And I've expressed to you guys many, many times that I think being socialized around young white people when I was in my foundational years has given me this type of boldness, because in the same way that they feel the world is their oyster, they feel like there's no place they can't go, they feel like there's no limits or boundaries to their success and upward mobility. I have that same mentality. Therefore, I'm not bounded. I'm not bound by anything. You know what I mean? Some people who want to do this for money, they want to do it for international fame. They want to be, in the mainstream media and things like that. Yeah, they have to have a more appropriate message for the masses. But someone who's doing it because they love it, and because there's a void in that area, and because there are not other people that are prepared to say and deliver the messages that need to be talked about, that person is driven by the passion, you see. So it doesn't really matter. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the fact that, I'm getting opportunities. I'm enjoying the fact that, my YouTube channel is monetized and I can now receive some type of income. But you see, those are byproducts of me just doing what I love to do. I'm still in complete control of the message. Because if someone sends me an email and presents me an opportunity and that doesn't align with my mentality and my fan base and, the direction I'm going, I can turn it down. Okay, I'm not required in any way to do things that I don't want to do. And I think a lot of times, guys, we need to be responsible and we need to be mature. We need to take control of our life and stop letting, just being relegated to whatever is happening around us. You see, because the fact that someone like me decided to enter into the social media world, okay, has been a benefit to many people, many other like-minded people that felt that they didn't have a voice, among social media or among the mainstream media. They felt that their whole opinion was ignored. That's how I felt. That's why I developed this series, Changing the Narrative, because I want to change the narrative. I don't see anything wrong with promoting the growth of my community. I'm a black woman. My children will be black. You see, I have investments. I have stock in the welfare of my people. If there's something I can do to encourage them to do better and be better, and speak directly to them and encourage them, then that's what I'm going to do. There are plenty of other people out there that are speaking inclusive messages. They don't focus on black women. They talk to women as a whole. Okay? They don't talk about, specific things that are directed to us. I'm talking about specific things that are directed to us. And let me again remind you, a PSA. You have the liberty of picking and choosing. In this day and age, you have the liberty of picking and choosing what you're exposed to. If you come to my channel, for instance, and you don't like the message, you don't agree, get off my channel. Nobody's asking you to be here. I talk about that the person on my channel that dislikes a lot of my videos. Okay, well, for that dislike, I got about 50, likes. For that one person that's not happy with my channel, I have currently over 1,000 subscribers that are happy. I have at least maybe anywhere between 50 to 100 that tune in for live videos, that comment, that donate to the platform, that are interactive. Okay, so should I take down my message for those people that don't like it? What do you guys think? Should I stop talking the message because people are offended? Well, they're going to be offended, but guess what? It's the truth. And honestly, why should I have to tailor my message? Why don't they tailor their behavior? If they don't want the truth to be spoken about the way things are and the way things are happening, how they're impacting us, then why don't they change their standard? Why should I just shut up? Why don't they change the standard and then I no more have a platform to stand on? You see what I'm saying? My platform is a call to action. That's this hashtag. Call to action. Don't shoot the messenger, because the messenger is calling it like it is. You see, and that's what I tell you guys a lot of times. Position yourself in a position of control. That way people can't dictate to you what's going to happen and what's going to go down. Beyonce, for instance, she can't speak for herself. She has contracts with record companies. She's got, advertisements. She's got PR people. She's got all these people. She went through the normal channels of fame in which she was going to have to do things maybe she didn't necessarily agree with to get up there. Thank God for this channel, because someone like me will never, ever, ever be in the mainstream media by proper channels, because I'm not willing to conform. That was my problem in the workplace. I wasn't willing to kiss the butt to get up. I wasn't willing to let them abuse me and minimalize me. I wasn't gonna turn a deaf ear when they talked to me in a condescending way. No, I was gonna set the record straight. So what did they do? They tried to smother my message. And then came a little thing called YouTube and social media. And guess what? I spoke my message, and my message speaks for itself. And that's what I want to tell you guys. You need to do whatever it is in your heart to do. That thing leads you out of the West, against all odds, an unpopular opinion, but it edifies the quality of your life, then you need to do it. Every stage of the journey for me has been filled with external friction. If I stop to listen to those people, if I let those people have any impact on me, I wouldn't be here now before you. I understand now the people that can approach me, they either have two options with me. Either they are someone who understands my message and is okay with that and supports that message, or B, they have the option of finding someone else, because I'm going to say yes or no if I want to do it. So this person I was talking to, well, when you get to a certain level, if you get to, international fame, okay, well, guess what? If it gets to be too much, okay, if it gets to be too much, I am completely prepared to walk away from it. Okay, I'm not going to distort my message to please the followers. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to change the message to make people feel included. If anything, my message should be a call to action for you to organize your life. And if my message doesn't align with you, that's okay. I'm not God. I'm not the end all be all. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to see eye to eye. Some of you guys think you got to be friends with everybody. You got to be cool with it. No, you don't. The only thing you should do, which is just courtesy, is be kind and be polite. But if you guys don't share the same ideology, just respectfully disagree. And in my case, I can't be spending time going back and forth with people about my movements because I'm a visionary. The stuff I'm talking about, enacting, the things I'm pursuing, a lot of times, especially in my life, my peer group, I've been the first to do it. I've been the first among my peers to do it. So imagine me letting those people impact my decision to implement my visions and dreams. I just wanted to encourage you guys, those of you that have similar messages, those of you are deeply, deeply, deeply passionate about our people and change. Please do not water down the message. Please do not. If you love it, that is the first and foremost responsibility that you have, an obligation that you have, is to perpetuate the message. Anything else is a byproduct. Like I said, if I receive money, I receive speaking engagements or advertisements and stuff. As long as those things align with what I'm all about, it's fine. And honestly, if that hinders me, if I get like an underground, following, and I can't cross over and, I can't be, the billboard girl, that's cool with me. I'm fine with that. I don't need it. It doesn't add to me in any way. And just like Biggie said, more money, more problems. You start getting up there with a lot of money, you become paranoid. You don't know who you can trust, because people are coming to you trying to siphon things, trying to get resources, trying to get exposure. I don't want to live that type of life. All I want to do is be free and help others get free. I understand that will create me some enemies. I understand everybody's not going to support what I'm saying. That's fine. I'm okay with the sect that I got. I'm okay with the community that I got. I'm actually empowered by the fact that my message has as much momentum as it does. Because I'm just being myself. And this is a lesson. This is a lesson for you guys. This is a lesson for you guys that are, constantly trying to accommodate people and constantly trying to, fit into a box and constantly trying to appease people. Just be yourself. Being yourself is enough. Now, when you put yourself in my position necessarily, when you begin to speak out and you begin to, branch into media or do, whatever, and you become more visible, you should be mindful of what that means. And the more you get exposure and the higher you escalate, you should be mindful of what that means. That means that you will be under a microscope. That means you will have to answer, questions or at least advocate for your message. And you need to make sure that you're prepared and that you're strong enough for that. I tell you guys all the time, the day I put my YouTube channel up, way back, was the day that I decided I was going to be in the public eye. I've been grooming myself and preparing myself all the while for how to respond when or if I got, the elevator, essentially. You see, I continue to do that. That way, when I find myself in those positions, I know how to respond. And you know what? Quite frankly, when you're a leader, you can't always live for yourself. Okay, that's the mature model. You can't always live for yourself. As a leader, you know that your example is paramount. When your example begins to get tarnished, you lose validity. So should you live willy-nilly when you're in the public eye? I completely disagree. That's why I don't support or follow a lot of the celebrities that are out there, the black celebrities, because to me, they're like puppets. You know, they contribute to the destruction of their community, and they do it for money. And they've put themselves in positions where they're in legal situations and contracts to these people that are using them as a tool. I'm not going to be in that situation. Okay? I am not going to be in that situation. I'd rather walk away from whatever these people are offering. I'd rather walk away from whatever these people are offering to preserve my integrity. It's not that serious. When it comes to money, you know, I'm already working in a mental hospital. I've already worked in McDonald's warehouse, drove Uber. Okay? I've done it all. I'm not adverse to finding alternative ways to get money. And actually, you know, if my platform catapults, which I know where it's going, you know, guys, I know, and you guys know, you know what I mean? I am controversial to a point that, you know, people are going to want to see what I do, what I say, and so on and so forth. So that curiosity also propels you forward, as well as those that love you and actually align with your message. But, you know, the fact that you are somewhat of a controversial person, people like, you know, they like that friction. They like that discord against, you know, the main ideology and what everybody else is saying. So I do feel that this platform is going to get substantially larger. But it can't come at the expense of my character, you know. I'm very, very driven to self, you know, self accountability. It's how I live my life. It's how I've lived my life 36 years now. You know what I mean? As soon as I got the wherewithal of the kind of person I wanted to be, and I always encourage you guys, go back and ask people that know me from the past, people that know me as a child, people that went to college with me. They're going to tell you the same. You know what I mean? I'm cool with you to check my references. Go talk to my ex-boyfriend. Go talk to my ex. Go ahead. Ask him. Because I'm standing on the things that I'm telling you guys. I don't mind being checked out. It's cool. Do I have some skeletons? Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does stuff. You know? You know, whatever. By no means am I a perfect person. Nah. You know? But the reality is, you know, you have to be prepared. As a leader, you should be prepared for these type of things. You should carry yourself in a special kind of way. You know, when we see CEOs or, you know, the president, or we see world leaders or important people or wealthy people, we expect something from them, don't we? We get a little disappointed when we see how careless they can live their lives sometimes. And we think, you know, you're in a high position. You know, a lot of us won't say it, but we do expect. We do expect a certain quality out of leaders. I'm one of the few people that take it on and say, okay, that's fine. You know, that's fine. Look up to me. That's cool. You know, listen to me. Follow me. It's okay. I don't mind you doing those things. That's how much I believe in what I'm sharing with you. That's how much I believe in Africa and the potential of people from the diaspora enterprising. That's how much I believe in us supporting each other and perpetuating unity. You know, I'm so passionate. I'm so deeply in love with those concepts. I don't mind advising other people to come along, to watch me walk, to follow my footsteps, you know, because I'm confident in it. I believe in it. I love it. It's true. It's right. You know, I can't be convinced that by promoting my own culture, my own people, you know, my ancestors and my descendants, there's something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. It is natural. It should be natural. Many people live in an unnatural mind state. That's the second one. Unnatural mind state. Because they themselves feel like it's a crime to encourage their own group of people, their own ethnic background to be strong, to create families, to create business, to stand up for themselves. You know, to seek greener pastures and take advantage of opportunities. Some of us believe that it's wrong. That is an unnatural mind state. Your natural inclination should always be to have an affinity for where you come from and those that are a part of where you come from. A respect and a regard for those people. You understand? So no, I'm not in the wrong. I'm not in the wrong. I am not in the wrong. People that are convicted by my message, they need to order their steps. They need to evaluate their life. Because I'm only talking the truth here. People have different degrees of truth just depending on where they sit in the spectrum. They may want to, correlate it with their personal lifestyles and the way that they're doing, and the way that they feel. Me, I'm not a emotional person in that way. I'm more ethical in terms of, this is how it should be regardless if I, the individual, choose to live in a different way. Person asked me, well, what do you do? You have people in your fan base that are in interracial relationships. Well, that's their prerogative. I can't tell anybody what to do. I can only say my opinion from my perspective. And if my mantra is to grow the Black community, it's an oxymoron to support anything that doesn't grow that. I have loads of people, acquaintances, even people at my church that are a part of interracial relationships. That's their business. But I can say what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do and how I feel. It's unrealistic and immature to think that everybody's going to be on board with you. Everybody's going to feel your way. Nah, I know that. And I tell you guys all the time, we pro-Black Pan-African people are a minority even among our own people. So I'm fully aware everybody's not going to be in line with me. And I'm cool with that. I don't care about who doesn't like it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not affected by those that don't want to be a part. Those that are my concern are those that want to be a part. Simple. It's very, very clear to me. And I just want to reassure you that regardless of the position that I find myself in, as I continue to go up the ladder, so on and so forth, that is not going to change. I'd rather walk away from opportunities than do things that are compromising to my character. I'm not diluted. I'm very potent. I have always been, and I always will be. And that's how I like to live. You see, because I understand that God has designed me this way. And I understand there's a purpose for me to be this way. So why should I change? Why should I change? Now, if I came out on the scene and everybody condemned me, there was just nobody in agreement with me. Everybody just, hated me and I had zero support altogether, then maybe I should do some self-evaluation in that case. But there's a following behind me, and there's a following behind me for one premise. Because they align with the things that I'm saying, or some of the things I'm saying. They're gaining something from this interaction. And for me, that's reason enough to continue on. And the beautiful thing is, I'm only being Gina and sharing her opinions and living my best life right now. And in doing that, it's helping other people. I'm not manufacturing some kind of online personality to attract viewers like some people on YouTube. Some people, it's all about doing vines and it's all about doing, comedy, or they're into music or whatever. No, my passion is communicating with my people, impacting them, informing them, bringing awareness to them. That's what I love. This isn't games for me. This isn't entertainment. This isn't, something to just kill my time. No, there's meaning in this, what I'm doing. And I feel that if you truly love what you stand for, then you should also be invested in that thing, you know, period. And you shouldn't be swayed easily off of your, you know, your position. You should be able to set the record straight. I love the fact of how God is elevating me. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that I'm in control of the movement. If I just wanted to be washed up, then I would have just took the normal channels. You know, go to school, go to broadcasting, go do auditions, you know, whatever. I would have just went that direction. You know? So this is today's Changing the Narrative. Thank you guys so much for your support. Remember, there are 4 ways at this time to support the platform. You can click any ads that you see. That's the easiest way and the free way. Super Chats during live, PayPal, Cash App, which we have available in the UK and the US. I do have upcoming travels to Africa this fall. I'm trying to connect with Dynast Amir for the 3rd time this year. And I intend to make that happen. So if you're able to contribute towards that, I really appreciate it. As well as going to a business trip to Nairobi, and then also potentially going to Ghana in December. I've been requested a lot to come back, so I'm just trying to see if I can manage that financially. I will definitely show up as much as I can in the motherland and provide you guys content. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are definitely at the root of our channel. You are the reason that I continue to come back. You are the reason that, you know, I don't lose hope, and I'm so optimistic about the future for our people. Even if it's just a few people, it makes me so excited and happy and proud. So thank you guys so much for being a part of the Afrikan Superstar family. You are a priceless value to me. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.